Aloha, this is Sahara-san, and I felt called to make a video today in a special place of mine on Maui. I am high in elevation, just still warm enough for me not to be too cold, and I am deeply, profoundly touched by the mana of this land, the gifts and the magic that come by living in a way of aloha. And I have been sitting with, how do I convey this to you, my beautiful world family, and other places of the planet. The islands of Hawaii have a very special life force that comes from our earth and seems to bring it out in every flower, breeze, butterfly, cloud, water, rain, and light. And every time I ever leave these beautiful islands, I end up on the mainland of the United States, primarily, and we get inundated, or I get inundated, with the cars and the pavement and people wanting and needing and liking and desiring and achieving and acquiring. And it's been a struggle for me over the years of how do I share the beauty and the magic that I feel every day by connecting to the magic of life that is all around us. And oftentimes it requires a great deal of suffering for us to be able to understand the beauty that is behind me, the beauty that is in front of me, the beauty that is within me, and for us to be able to see in one another the beauty that is within you, the beauty that is within all of us, of all things on this earth. And we might find ourselves being grateful for the things that we own. Oh, I'm so glad I have my car. Oh, I love my shoes. I love my purse. I love this iPad I got. I love this new job that I have. I love my new counters for my kitchen. And all of those things begin to start to define who we are, to shape our lives into something that sometimes we aren't consciously aware of what we are creating. And we watch the news and we see the violence and the people who are fighting for their rights, for their belief system or their culture or their creed or their color, their tribe. And really what we are is a tribe of one. We all have come from this earth, from the molecules that are in the grass are the same molecules that are found in my flesh and bones. And when I recycle back into the earth, that grass will take in my molecules and become something else. So when we feel these things that we like to have in our world, the question that comes for me is, have you taken a moment to thank the earth? Have you taken a moment to recognize that that iPad was mined from the depths of our Mother Earth to get those minerals that are of her bones to be shaped and wielded into a piece of technology that you now get to play with and do all the things you do? We need to expand beyond the things that we have and recognize that everything we have in our reality, whatever that is, came from this earth, came from the ability of us to receive the sun and the rain and the wind and the soil. Every piece of food that you eat came from a great relationship of all of the energy that is flowing around this world. So when you are cooking your dinner tonight or eating at a restaurant, maybe take a moment to just feel where that tomato grew on this planet. Every bite of food that you take is coming from the energy of this earth. It's the whole reason why you are alive and able to sustain. When we practice what aloha means in Hawaii, it is an opportunity to live with a conscious relationship of every gift and blessing that is in our lives. And it's with that conscious relationship that we are able to then start to let go of the suffering that might be because of a healing journey, a wounded knee, a death in the family, a loss of a job. Those experiences that we have are an invitation from your soul and all of the beautiful divine angels and energy that is here feeding you every day in food, clothing, shelter, and all the other things above, so that you can live an authentic life for yourself in love and in truth and in peace. And if we all do that, if we all come to a place of this conscious relationship that we have in our small little worlds to the bigger world around us, there's a place inside of our hearts and inside of our bodies and our energy that begins to thrive because we're no longer separate. We're no longer separate from the pavement and the earth. It all is earth. We're no longer separate from each other because we recognize that each one of us needs nutrients to feed ourselves. We each need a bed to sleep in, water to drink, and someone to love. And in recognizing those simple, bare essentials of life, our Mother Earth is so unconditionally loving that she gives that to all of us. Every plant, every insect, every rock, every person, every animal. And when we can align with that same message and learn from her and begin to give from our hearts to each other, that's one, aloha. That's two, the change that we are asking to see in the world. And it starts with us, each person, practicing their own conscious connection to this earth, to our hearts, to our minds, our souls, and to then each other. This land taught me a lot, the Aina of Hawaii. And I am learning still. Every day we are learning still. Will you come learn with me how to live in a whole new way where there is no agenda, there is no outcome. It's just an allowing in the moment and an expression of that love. I invite you to dance in the beautiful experiences that I have every single day because I'm consciously choosing to be connected to a whole other way of life that allows me to be in gratitude and love and peace and acceptance, regardless of the situation or body or circumstance. And in that intention of my life every day, I show up with love and gratitude and a continual self-exploration of how can I be a better person? How can I live truer to my soul? How can I live truer to my friends and neighbors? How can I be better, not from accomplishment and doing and achieving, but by being in my authentic soul, my authentic heart? That has been my journey, and that I shared with you in my book, Heart Broke Open. And I continue to share the journey with you because it is in tapping into that way of living, that intentional consciousness of the heart, that you will find healing beyond any medical modality that could help you. Not saying that you don't need those things, but it will take you deeper into your best life, into all the things you've ever wished you had. Oftentimes those go away and you don't need them because they don't matter once you tap into the understanding that this is all an expression of love all around us. I felt really called to just share the beautiful connection that I'm feeling today and how special it has been, and wanting the rest of the world to feel this. You don't need to have a belief system. That might help you, but you don't need a belief system. You don't need a tribe or an organization or rules. It's just showing up with love and a conscious intention of continually learning about how you interact in your world that either makes you thrive or makes you survive. So which one do you want to do? I'm inviting you to thrive. I love you. It's the whole reason I do what I'm doing. It's for the pure love of this world, and you are all a part of that. And I thank you for listening and taking a moment to really think about those questions that I've asked. How are you living aloha? I bless you just as this earth blesses you every single day. Aloha. Namaste.
Just for a day, our king and queen would visit all these islands and saw everything. How would they feel about the changes of our land? Could you just imagine if they were around and saw highways on the sacred grounds? How would they feel about this modern city life? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would start to realize